Um, Interesting conversation. I just watched Kenneth Okonkwo on Saw. I think it's Saw TV. I'm gonna put this thing out there. Please follow them, subscribe to them. This particular video, I saw it on tweet. No, it was actually sent to me by someone from a Twitter link, and so I took this video here. Just watch it. I'm just going to explain. So it's on my video. Please go and watch the full, the real one on their channel. People put in so much work for them to get their work being done and put out. So it's really not fair. You just take it and then just have it. But I just want to talk about it. Just looking at it and say, I see what. Kenneth Okonkwo talked about in terms of going forward, the way election and stuff like that. It's really sad, honestly, that we've gone into a place where if you have to do the right thing, you have to fight for it. Fight in a way, whether some people don't even mind. However the fight go, let the fight, just be the fight out there to get it. Election is not supposed to be like this. Democracy is not supposed to be like this. Democracy is supposed to be, you just go do your thing, do the right thing, and everything will go well. But hey, the way Nigeria is sort of like cut out to be, it's almost, constantly, this thing are being rewarded. Those who do the wrong thing, they are always being rewarded. And so we've gotten into this culture where we just have anyhowness. But I will allow you watch the video. So after watching the video, then I will do a bit of discussion again.
You think leadership is a common case? No. Esther said, if I perish, I perish. Whenever you are in leadership, look at what happened to Donald Trump. In America, where security is everywhere. Yet, 2 times now they wanted to kill him. Every profession has its own risk. If you're not willing to take the risk that is attached to any profession, step aside so that people who are given that mind by God will go ahead and serve God in that capacity. If you're an actor and an actress and you say you're not going to hug babes and you're not going to kiss them, step aside. Because that's what the job is. Don't come and say you're a born-again Christian. That's what the job entails. If you're a politician and you can't stand for your people that voted for you, and because you don't want to die, step aside. Because that's what the job entails. Any politician that is not behaving like Fubara, who will resist and protest when his rights are trampled upon, knowing that our judicial system, knowing that our electoral system have failed us, that any politician who will not stand his ground, no matter the risk to his person, I said I will not speak for that politician again, and I maintain it. And you can see what is happening, because we can't go forward. We calm down. If Fubara has been saying calm down, do you know where Rivers State would have been? He said he's ready for them. He's fully prepared. The election must go on. The election must hold. Winners must be declared. They will be sworn in. And whatever is going to happen, let it happen. I am looking for leaders who would say nobody will rig my election. And if you rig my election, I will fight. Nigerians, come out and fight. If they kill anybody, let them kill all of us. Oh yes, and thank God I'm seeing it happen. What Fubara did, was he advocating for violence? Was he advocating that the law should be broken? No, he was advocating for his right. That's my opinion. That's my advocacy. We must advocate for our right and stand by it. I did not disqualify anybody. I don't have that right. I said I am not going to speak for anybody going forward except this person meets this criteria. In any case, we have finished 2023 election. It's over. 2027 election has not come. So anybody who is saying betrayal, what am I betraying? There is nothing on ground. When I was a spokesman in 2023, I did my job creditably well, and we convinced Nigerians on what we believe is right. But you can see that in Nigeria, you not only have to have the power to win election, you have to have the power to defend your election. So anybody that does not have that spirit or power to defend the votes in a manner that you would say Whatever happens to me as a person, let it happen. I am not willing to speak any further for the person. So what I just simply said is that going forward, I will no longer be part of this until these fears are addressed. So I did not disqualify anybody. One, I don't have that power. Then two, I am not betraying anybody because I'm still a member of Labour Party. And you can see I'm still fighting that Labour Party should be consolidated because Nigerians are looking for an alternative to these people. That if you want to fight these people who are compulsive thieves and who are the worst amongst us, leading us, according to Senator Ndume, who is part of them, then you have to grow higher and be more aggressive than calm down. That's what I said, and I stand by it. In all honesty, I would have said we don't. But because I'm a student of theology, I would not say so. Because when Elijah thought he was the only person that was worshiping God, God said, no, you're not the only person. There are more than 7,000 persons like you still in that country that have not done anything evil. I know them. So the only thing we have to do in this country, we must not be sentimentally attached to anybody, any politician. We must not be loyal to political parties or politicians. We have to be loyal to the country and to the law. And if any law is unjust, we have to fight the law. If anybody is doing anything illegal, no matter who the person is, we have to fight the person. So in Nigeria, we must create the environment so that those 7,000 that we do not know who are leaders will be able to begin to emerge. If the good ones keep quiet, they will never emerge. When people say people are selling their votes, you know why they are selling their votes? Because they believe that even if they vote their conscience, it will not count. Not because they want to be corrupt. They saw what happened in 2023. I was an active participant in that election of 2023. They did not sell their votes. But after, it did not count. So they'll be like, why would I go and say I'm voting for my conscience when it will not count? If I'm going to take this money, at least it will be what I gain. So if we don't fight, we are...
Yeah, you've seen the video, right? What for me, first off, one of the things that I'm looking at is like the fact that Fubara could do what he did because he was a governor. Let's not forget that. If we forget that, every one of us we're just there. We're just not getting what it is. He could do what he did because he had a certain leverage, a certain power, a certain command that he could use. There are certain things. First of all, he has immunity. That's one thing. Man, I'm always thinking these people who get into office, you have immunity. They're just doing it. They are oppressing this thing. And we so change the system for good, eh? Hey, that you me, I said, when I'm done, come and arrest me if you want to arrest me. I said, if I want to go crazy, do it in a way that it gets for the benefit of the people, for the, for that benefit, not just to do it in a way that, it is either benefiting you or one thing, or that's waste of such opportunity that one has. So let's not forget that, first of all, Fubara has a certain legitimate and constitutional authority and power attached to the office he currently occupies that he has to be able to use for the things that he has used it for. And like I said, yes, the way Fubara stood, that's the way it has to be. One has to go all out. And I think I did a video the other day. I said, look, we all, every Nigerian, this is so, for me, the only part I see, and I've said to some people, like, why are we waiting for only few people to do this? Why are we waiting for the politicians to do this? Any politician that do this, you're giving him all the power again. And if you have someone who is going in there and not going to do it for the good of the people, the person is going to amass powers that they ordinarily are not supposed to have. And then they'll start oppressing the people all over again. So we're going to live life of being oppressed. So why don't we also, as people say, We are putting our feet down. This is what we want. This is how we want it to happen. And it must happen that way by the grace of God. And we're going to stand on it and do it. And not just say that, okay, let's be chilling. The politicians will take care of it. Like they're talking about electoral reforms. Some people are talking about electoral reforms, and some are saying that, oh, the opposition leaders, the people, Atiku and Peter Obi, and they should come together and do it. Wait, what are we doing? What are we? Are we now? Are we spectators in our own country? We want to be passive participants of something that's going to actively affect our lives. Is that how we want it to be? So many things, that people, we also have to take responsibility for and begin to work on it and look into it and do it. And hey, yes, Fubara, what happened in Fubara? I mean, everybody's on Fubara's side as long as it comes to dealing with Wike. We're all rooting for what Fubara is doing. But at the same time, also, we also have to know that to an extent, some of the things that are being done, are they really the way things should be? It's just crazy. But in this country, like I say, and I'll repeat it, giving up is not an option. On no condition should we think about giving up on our country. It's not an option. Because if you give up 50 years from now, if you are still alive, they'll be dealing with you. So it's better sit down now that you have the youth, whatever on your side, fight it out. Don't come in the next 20 years, then the generation there will be insulting you and say you never did anything. You are not trying to tell that, we did obedient movement, we did NSAS, we did 10 days of rage, we did end bad governance project. They're looking at it like, what's the result? Because I can tell you, the lot of generation before, they actually also did the same thing, but unfortunately the results were not there, for people to see. They didn't fight it to the end, and we have these people who came out and just did all the things that they did. It's so crazy. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Please don't forget, go and follow Saw TV, and also watch their movie. Watch the, why am I calling it movie? Watch the video, the recording, the interview direct from their channel. Thank you so much. Bye.